The town of Madras, Oregon, that was the first to witness today's eclipse, and that's where we find our Jamie Yuccas. Jamie, what is the mood out there after you and after all the people around you watch that eclipse?
Oh, that's Stephanie. I have to tell you, talk about the eclipse glasses. I still have mine. I still want to wear them. I want it to happen all over again because we had so much fun out here. The mood right now is interesting. It's kind of split. I want to show you. You have all of these people now lined up to get out. And I have to tell you that the minute the eclipse ended, after totality, people jumped in their cars. They had packed up their campsites, and they were getting out of here. However, there's another, I don't know, thousands of people that are still hanging out in their campsites right now. The mayor told me that in a perfect situation, they think that 50% of people should leave today and 50% will leave tomorrow. You can see there's still plenty of people wandering around. This campsite's name was Solar Town ahead of the eclipse. It's one of 25 campsites all around Madras, Oregon, where people came, they camped, they hung out, they grilled. Many people thought it was going to be a very big party atmosphere with almost 100,000 people descending on Madras, which is a town of usually just 6,200. But I got to be honest with you, this was a very cool, calm, collected crowd. They were here for the science. They were interested in what was going to happen. And you really felt and heard that as the eclipse reached totality. People just got so excited. They yelled, they screamed, some people cried, and they just wanted to enjoy it with their families. It was a very nice atmosphere to witness today.
Well, I have to ask you, Jamie, because I watched live, you watching the eclipse there next to the town's mayor. What was that like for you? What was that like, you know, being next to the town's mayor who seemed to express just pure joy when he saw it?
That is a perfect way to describe it, pure joy. He said that this was the best day of his life when we were talking to he and his wife at the end. You know, as a town of 6,200 people, a couple years ago, he started getting phone calls from some of the hotels saying, we're getting booked for 2 years from now. What's going on? He didn't have the answer and had to start researching it and then figured out, oh, scientists actually put Madras on the map as a place to watch it. And the reason why is because of these perfect skies. You can see the plains here. You see Mount Jefferson. And that just added to just the ambiance today. I thanked him for throwing such a nice party, and he said, well, I didn't really have to do that much. The organizers got it right, the safety people got it right, and the moon and sun did their thing. It all worked the way it was supposed to. So it was pretty incredible. I have to tell you, though, everybody I talked to who had experienced an eclipse said you won't know how you will feel. I got such anxiety right before the eclipse happened. You get this coolness that happens around you. It looks like twilight. It was spectacularly beautiful, but it was almost like I was back to being a little kid the night before Christmas, just waiting for it to happen. And then when it happened, it was just so exciting. So I know that came through. I was very enthusiastic about it.
You were great. I mean, because your enthusiasm was infectious. What was it like when you were just plunged into total darkness, besides the fact that it sounds like there was a pretty major temperature change?
Yeah, it's not scientific, but a number of the campsites around here ended up having thermometers, and they said it dropped about 15 degrees as they were watching their thermometers, so you definitely felt that. I don't know if you can hear the plane. It was odd. There were no other sounds because air traffic stopped here. You know, people were parked, people were looking, so there was this kind of calm quiet that surrounded things. And then it got like twilight, and then it's not complete darkness, but it is so dark during the day. There is this kind of odd feeling that this isn't supposed to be, or this isn't normal of what I usually experience. So it's part excitement, part like, what is this? Yeah. And then to hear the sounds and people around you. You know, I had 20,000 of my closest friends reacting at the same time, so that was pretty cool too.
Oh, I'm sure everyone loved you over there. Jamie Yuccas in Madras, Oregon. Thanks so much, Jamie.